The Zenfone Max Pro. After a couple of years of overpriced or underspec phones, Asus are finally back with a phone that's quite good with regards to price to performance. Well, on paper at least. In today's video, let's unbox the Zenfone Max Pro and take a quick look. Hey guys, Ash here from C4E Tech, and before we begin, we're also going to be giving away one of these. Stay tuned till the end of this video for more information on that. For now, click that bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our videos. Let's get started. Now this is the box that the Zenfone Max Pro comes in. Let's remove the plastic and slide it out. We first have some ejector pin and some documentation. Next is the Zenfone Max Pro itself, sliding it out of the plastic cover and peeling the sticker off the back. There you have it, the metal clad Zenfone Max Pro. Let's set it aside for the time being and get back to the box contents. We then have a micro USB cable, that's sad. Then a wall adapter. This is a 2 amp 10 watt charger. Asus claims it can charge the 5000 mAh battery inside from 0 to 100 in under 2.5 hours. If those claims turn out to be accurate, that would be cool. Asus has also included a portable passive sound amplifier here called the Max Box. It's supposed to improve the quality of the audio by channeling it towards you. In my time with it, it did seem like a nice little addition. Here, check it out for yourself. Now this is it. It comes like this. You can kind of do this and let's play something. Now, I don't know if the claim of 1.7 times better are accurate, but it does seem like a nice stand for music, at least. What do you think about these kind of nifty little additions? Let us know in the comments below. Coming to the phone itself, we have a metal back which houses dual cameras to a side and a fingerprint sensor. The top as well as the bottom are made out of plastic, which means that Asus could do away those antenna lines. The top of the device is clean. To the right, we have the power and volume rockers. To the left, we have a tray. So here there are 3 slots, 2 SIMs and micro SD. Awesome to see dedicated micro SD support here. To the bottom, we have a 3.5mm headphone jack, the primary mic, a bottom firing loudspeaker, and a micro USB port. As always, I wish they'd gone with Type-C. It's 2018, right? Now, where Asus have gone totally 2018 is with regards to the display. We have a 5.99-inch IPS LCD panel with an 18:9 aspect ratio. This is a Full HD Plus panel with a peak brightness of 450 nits. In the little time we spent with the device, it seemed to be a bright and vibrant display with excellent viewing angles. Underneath the hood, we have the Snapdragon 636 running the show. There's 3 or 4 gig RAM options to go along with 32 or 64 gigs of internal storage. Handling graphic duties, we've got the Adreno 509. Now, we have seen the 636 in action before on the Redmi Note 5 Pro, and going by that, we should see excellent performance here from the Zenfone Max Pro 2. The battery capacity, as I said, is 5000 mAh. That said, let's now move on to software. Here's something surprising. Asus seems to have moved from Zen UI to stock Android. For this phone at least, we don't know if it's going forwards in India or just for this phone. But anyway, if you're someone who loves stock Android, you should really be happy. We have clean 8.1 Oreo running the show with a few Asus tweaks thrown in. The phone felt snappy in the limited time we spent with it. There is gesture support through Zen Motion, and for the camera, Asus have gone with Qualcomm's Snapdragon camera app. It's got a few modes, support for 4K video, no manual mode, though there's a portrait option thanks to the dedicated depth sensor. Talking about that, we have a dual camera setup to the back. To go along with the 5 megapixel depth sensor, we have a primary 13 megapixel camera with 1.12 micron sized pixels and an f2.2 aperture. The samples you're seeing were quickly shot with these cameras. How do you think they fared? Again, let us know in the comments below. As far as the selfies go, we've got an 8 megapixel f2.0 camera along with a front firing flash. Finally, let's now talk price. Now, since this video is being shot before the launch of the phone, we don't have official pricing. Once we get it, I'll update the description along with a pinned comment, so do check that space. Personally, I feel around 14,000 rupees would be a great price for this phone. At 13,000, it would be awesome. At 15, it wouldn't be as attractive, but 14 should be the sweet spot. Why? Well, let's be honest, the main competition here is the Redmi Note 5 Pro. So compared to it, the Max Pro has a higher capacity battery, it's got stock Android, and well, all that's great. If Asus really wants to be serious, if they really want to succeed, if they really want more people to buy the Zenfone Max Pro than the Redmi Note 5 Pro, I honestly feel they need to do one thing: have the stocks. Week after week, so many people are disappointed with Xiaomi's flash sales, and if Asus manages to have enough stocks while pricing it right, and if the Zenfone Max Pro manages to deliver, this might be an excellent offering from Asus. Now this segment, Xiaomi's virtually gone unchallenged. We've got Honor, but Lenovo's kind of been dead, and Moto hasn't really been offering phones to rival Xiaomi at that segment. Again, going by the G6 pricing that we've seen. If you haven't seen the G6 video, here's a card to it, do check it out. So Asus might be the competition that Xiaomi desperately needs, because we don't want monopoly anywhere. As end consumers, we want to see competition, and this might just be it. Well, we'll have more for you in our full review that should be coming soon, since I've been testing this phone before you've seen this video go live, expected in the next few days. And now let's talk giveaway. There's going to be a link in the description below. Click that, you'll get to a page like this. Click on subscribe to verify that you're subscribed to C4E Tech, and that's pretty much it. If you want to increase your chances, there are a few other things you can do. It's all pretty self-explanatory. This giveaway runs till the 16th of May. The winner will be announced on the 20th of May on Ash Answers and Twitter. If you miss both, you can still click on the same link you used to enter, the one in the description, to see what's the winning entry after the 20th. Now, this is an international giveaway, so no matter where you are, you can still enter. Good luck, guys. And now it's time for me to bid you adieu. If you hated this video, you know what to do. But if you did like it, give it a big, huge thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4E Tech, and I'm signing off. You guys have a great day. Or if you're watching it at night, goodbye and good night.